Hey, it's Rob Asher here, and today I want to talk about Giraffe as a tool for knowledge management, um, which is something that teams need to do, not individuals. Individuals can manage their knowledge using their memories and notebooks and their own personal drive, folder, filing systems. But for teams to manage information effectively is incredibly difficult because everyone's brains work slightly differently. So people put information in different places, and so redundant work or lost data is basically the order of the day. And yet, if you can solve it, say you have 200 people or 300 people in your organization and it's 20 years old, so there's 200 times 20, 4,000 person years of work, 4 millennia of work, and you can actually, you know, access and leverage that knowledge or even a portion of it, you can see how powerful that would be. Um, Giraffe is enterprise SaaS. The enterprise bit is really around knowledge management and permissions. And so I'm just going to show you how we think about, or one of the ways we think about knowledge management, and that's with templates. So what a template is in Giraffe is when you click create a new project, you can create them from a template. So imagine I have never been to New South Wales and my team shares this Giraffe New South Wales layer template and I create a project from it. What this allows me to do is just get the data from that project, including its layers and its usages and its analytics. But in this case, it's really the layers, which are the key thing. And the team that defined that template or the person that defined that template has pointed me to the right data set so that they just appear. So, if we had a Victoria context data template or a Canberra, an ACT or a USA or an LA, same principle. And so you can create these templates to sort of shortcut the questions and the discovery that people need to do in terms of information. So I'm actually going to show you how that works. So this all happens in the admin view, and in the templates panel over here, you can see I really only have this Giraffe New South Wales layer template. We store this one here just as a temporary file, but I'm going to create a new template project. And I actually have already created the project. It's called a graphic template, and I can see who I've shared it with. And to create or to set it as a template, I'm just going to click use as a template. Now, because I'm an admin of the Giraffe team, I can set it for everyone in this entire workspace. Or I can create a team and share it with that team, or I can just use it myself. So why don't I just use it myself? And now if I come back to my templates, I have this graphic template as a template, and I can actually click on this to create a new project from the graphic template, which when I do, comes in with some layers and some data. But critically for me, comes in with some graphical stylings. So the first thing you can see is I'll turn off the map labels. Got a lot of information on, so let me turn off a bunch of information. The first thing you can see is the graphic template does not have a background map because in the project settings, that's set to blank. It's very graphical. I can override that, of course. Now that I've created this project from the template, I can go and change it all, so I can set it to that. The second thing that's unique about the graphic template is that there are these colored out, definition, different residential and retail colors as opposed to the classic Giraffe blue and gold. So in the graphic template, say my graphics department has gone for this kind of faded back view that if I create a plan, not only does it happen on a blank background, and not only do I get the layers that are relevant to me here, but also the appearance of my geometries is different. So look, this is a retail and that is residential. And if I created a new project from the blank canvas and I went to retail, it's the Giraffe defaults, that cheerful blue and this gold for residential. So you can see I don't have to spend time thinking about styling or the GIS, I can have experts within those working on the graphics or the GIS or the layers, finding them, connecting them, refining them, optimizing them. And then if I was a designer or a deal pursuit manager or a development manager, I get the benefit of all of that corporate knowledge via this method of templates. So I think this is this is a very difficult feature to turn into a GIF because it's such a nice, powerful feature, but it's quite involved. But hopefully you can instinctively see how, with some well-designed templates, you can systemically improve the velocity with which you work.